You might think I'm in Italy, Turkey, or somewhere in Europe, but this is Saudi Arabia. Today I'm in Jeddah, Saudi's second largest city right on the Red Sea, and we're going to start off by exploring the most historical part of the city, Al-Balad. Al-Balad was originally established in the 600s, and up until about 100 years ago, it was all that existed of the city of Jeddah. And as of 2014, it's been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of the historic buildings and the unique architecture that they have here. So let's take this building, for example. We've got the iconic Roshan windows right next to me, and they're made out of a special wood that came all the way from Indonesia because Jeddah used to be the center of a lot of international trade back a few hundred years ago. And actually, in most of these Roshan windows, the pieces of wood fit together without the use of any glue or any nails. So they fit together kind of like puzzle pieces, which was really interesting. And the way they're built actually helps keep the house cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So it was a special type of architecture and engineering that we should really take example from today. This Roshan window in particular has been restored because they're doing a lot of restoration on a lot of these old buildings just to preserve them. So this isn't an original one, but I believe the ones up here are authentic and original and haven't really undergone that much restoration. You can see the difference. This one looks pretty new. These ones look a little dilapidated, little faded. And you'll notice that not all of the windows look the same. So some of them are bigger and some of them are smaller. So the smaller ones actually serve a different purpose. They're called mashrabiyya, and basically women would put large jugs of water in them, and that would help keep the house cool. So they were just kind of cooling stations, whether the women would hang out next to them or they would just cool down the room or the floor or the house or whatever, I don't know. But their purpose was to cool the house down. And the larger ones are the regular typical Roshan windows, which allowed the women to kind of, you know, be on a balcony, but at the same time have privacy. There were three main colors that people painted their Roshan windows. So we've got green, brown, and blue. Now brown, as you can see right behind me in the middle here, was the OG color, you know, just the regular color of the wood. Green was the next color that people started painting their Roshan windows. So when Jeddah became a part of the larger Saudi kingdom, in order to celebrate, because the color of the flag was green, people started painting their Roshan windows green. And the blue has a very interesting story that actually is kind of near and dear to my heart because it involves one of my favorite countries, Tunisia. So back in the day, the mayor of Jeddah, of Al-Balad here, visited a city called Sidi Bou Said, which is painted all blue and white, and it has a certain aesthetic and it's really beautiful. He then commissioned people from Tunisia to come and fix the Roshan windows and paint them the same blue that he saw in Sidi Bou Said. And another unique architectural element that they used to build their homes back in the day was they used what they had. So this is actually coral stone that comes right off the coast from the Red Sea. So it's basically coral. They built their houses out of coral. So if you look over here, you can clearly see what I think is a brain coral maybe, or some variety of coral. And for me, it's just so cool to see the actual coral popping out of the stones here. Like it just makes it really visually convincing to me that they actually did use coral stone, because I've never heard of anybody else in the world using that as a building material. So super cool. Can I try one of these in the video?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, you said lemon mint?
Yes.
Okay, lemon mint juice. Thank you.
Al-Saidi juices. We have sugar cane fresh here.
Al-Saidi, oh, sugar cane.
Avocado, mango with milk. We
Okay.
have a pineapple.
You want to get a juice, Ghazi?
I want a big one of these.
You want the lemon mint?
Yeah.
Okay. One lemon mint,
Yes.
and I'll have pineapple.
Pineapple.
Thank you.
Okay, this is the first. So here they have the card reader playing music on YouTube.
I've never seen that before. What is this new technology?
Thank you.
Thank you so
That's the
much.
pineapple.
Thank you. All right, let's try this pineapple juice. Mmm, Wow, it's creamy and it's super sweet. Wow, it's really good. I think Jeddah is known for its fruit juices actually, because I've seen a lot of fruit juice places around the city in general. And I think it's the perfect type of drink to have given that the weather is so hot here. And something really cute that I've noticed that they do here in the historic district of Jeddah is they have a bunch of these cat feeder stations all around Al-Balad. And it basically supports the stray cat communities that live here. So there's a group of people whose job it is to open up the top here and fill this little tube with cat food. And then it goes all the way down into these little trays at the bottom. And whenever the stray cats are hungry, they can just come and eat the food. So I think that's really cute. And back in the day, the buildings here in Al-Balad were considered to be pretty tall, like the equivalent of modern day skyscrapers. So when the Portuguese, for example, wanted to conquer Jeddah in the 1500s, 1600s, they were asking, how are we going to know it's Jeddah when we get there? And they were told, look for the tall buildings, look for the skyscrapers. So Al-Balad was kind of like the modern day Manhattan. I thought I would get settled into my Airbnb and figure out a SIM card later, but now I'm lost on this random street with all my stuff and no idea which building my Airbnb is in. I've done a lot of traveling at this point, and I've saved myself a lot of the hassle of figuring out a local SIM card when I get to a country by getting an eSIM before I leave for my trip. And here in Saudi Arabia, I'm using UBG, the paid partner of this video. All I have to do is download the UBG app on my phone, and I get to choose from more than 200 destinations around the world. I tested out UBG here in Saudi, and their coverage is pretty impressive. I've had service even in some mountainous remote places. And if you're taking a trip where you'll be hopping around multiple countries in the same region, like a Middle East trip, something cool that UBG offers is regional data plans, so you don't need to buy data individually for each country. You can just get the Middle East plan and be covered in multiple countries on one plan. And UBG is the only eSIM company that allows you to recharge your data with no Wi-Fi or cellular data credit left, which really takes the stress out of running out of data when you're traveling. You can always get more, even from here. Click the link in the description and use my promo code 20camels to get 10% off your next eSIM data plan with UBG. Now let's get back to exploring Jeddah. And being as we're on the Red Sea, I thought we could find some pretty good seafood. So we're gonna stop into this historical place for lunch called Al-Basali that's been here since the 1950s. Which friend? Oh, friend. No way. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we ran into this guy earlier, Richard, or Roger.
Just around the corner.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Hi. Hi. We met him earlier, so.
Okay. Yes. They're doing a 2.5-month tour of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yes.
As a vlog. Are you having lunch here?
Yeah, we're having lunch here.
Very good.
It's a small world, isn't it?
What do you guys recommend?
The grilled fish.
The grilled fish?
Blue fish, like grilled, it was good. And the shrimps. Shrimps were really good.
Okay.
You can get a little bit of both.
Perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys.
3 times already.
I know. Okay, so apparently a lot of people have eaten here, a lot of famous people. It's one of those restaurants where when you walk in, you can see all the selfies that the owner or manager has taken with famous people. Do you recognize anybody here, Ghazi? No? Oh, Mark Wines! Mark Wines is here. Cool. All right, well, the place looks cute. It looks cozy and small. I don't know if there's anything apart from this. Oh, it looks like there's a whole upstairs. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. So we've been recommended the grilled fish, right?
No? Which one?
I don't know. ايش تنصحني من
مشوي ولا مقلي؟
مشوي. حديد. اوكي. واحد حديد.
هات حبة حديد صغير يلا سريع. هذا حديد.
وواحد جمبري.
طيب 4 كيلو ولا نص كيلو؟
4 كيلو.
ايش ثاني؟
مويه. 2.
120.
Okay. We got this grilled fish that comes right from the Red Sea. It's called hadid, and I don't know what that translates to in English, but it's some kind of Red Sea locally caught fish. It was really beautiful on the outside. It was like this iridescent, shiny silver and blue. Super excited to try it. And we also have these really uniquely prepared shrimp. I've never seen shrimp prepared in this way before. And they smell buttery too. They smell very decadent. Can't wait to try them. Okay. Let's start with the shrimp because they look the most delicious, honestly. And let's take this. They're just dripping with whatever kind of butter sauce they added. يا حبذ مرة لذيذ. Now let's try this exotic Red Sea fish. It's soft. The spices they use to spice it on top are just perfect. I don't know, it gives it this smoky flavor. It is very top tier grilled fish. Did not disappoint at all. Well, that was probably some of the freshest seafood I've had in a while. And the food was so light and so delicious, spiced to perfection. Could not recommend that place more highly. I can see why it's been around so long and why they've done so well. So now we're gonna head to a special cafe known as a Soubia Bar. And they serve Soubia, which is a local favorite here in Jeddah. And I'll explain more about what it is when we get there. As well as some other kinds of teas and juices, and it's a really unique experience. I think it's definitely a place you guys have to check out if you visit Al-Balad here in Jeddah. It's closed. It was open the other night when we came here and it was really nice and I wanted to show you guys, but too bad.
Can you explain what Soubia is?
So there's two types. You've got kind of like a reddish one, a pinkish reddish one, and a white one. The white one is the original one, and it has kind of a bitter flavor to it. But basically it's like this spicy fermented drink that's really refreshing. So if you want to try the original one, go for the white one. And if you want a slightly sweeter one, I would go for the red, which actually has berries added into it to kind of soften the bitterness of the white version. And it's really good. Actually, I prefer that one more than the white one. All right, we've left Al-Balad and I wanted to come check out the Central Fish Market to see what kind of fish people can catch out here on the Red Sea. So let's check it out. They've got fish in all different shapes and colors. We've got red fish over here. This is the fish we had for lunch with the beautiful blue on its fins. So the guy selling the fish just told me that this one's called kingfish. It's definitely big enough to be considered a king. كبير.
Big. Other small.
هذا small.
330, 45 kilos. One piece.
One piece, 45 kilograms. Of this one?
This one is small.
Wow. So he's saying that they have this same fish, even bigger, up to 45 kilograms. That's crazy. شكرا. تسلم. يعطيكم العافية. And I guess it's not just a place that opens in the morning. It's open kind of all day for people to buy fish. And we've got some other really beautiful fish here. I just love the patterns on these guys. They're so beautiful. Ghazi, look at the yellow ones over here.
Yeah, professional colors.
They've got crab, they've got shrimp, they've got squid or cuttlefish. They've got all kinds of things coming out of this sea. The market is pretty big actually, and it's well organized, you know, like each fish seller has its own tent, you know, so I guess since a lot of them are selling the same things, you know, you can just go to your favorite one, you can go to your guy. Hi! Assalamu alaikum. Zina, وانت كيف حالك؟ الحمد لله. انتم عندكم كثير سمك. عندكم ما نبغى سمك اليوم. نبغى شوف بس. نبغى شوف بس. شوف بس. شكرا شكرا. يعطيكم العافية. ايش الأحسن واحد؟ هاجل. Okay, this one and the حقيت ناجل. أمور.
هذا شعور.
اوكي.
هذا برضه نوع من انواع الهامور.
اوكي.
وده حليب.
اوه هما كبار.
في كبير في صغير كده. انا مصري.
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 اوكي. لازم اسافر لمصر.
ان شاء الله.
ان شاء الله.
باذن
ان
الله.
شاء الله. انتم كله من مصر؟
انا اثنين مصري، هذا
اثنين.
بنغالي.
بنغالي. اوكي. Well, thank you guys. Thank you.
ثانك يو يا حبيبي.
Thank you. Cute. I like the fish market. I feel like it's actually really welcoming and the people in there seem really friendly. So before we leave Jeddah, if we want good fish, we'll probably come back here. And another thing I have to mention about the city of Jeddah is what a multicultural and diverse city it is, which I was surprised to find out. I was not expecting that. There are actually a ton of people from Southeast Asia, like Indonesia, Malaysia. There's people from Bangladesh. There's people from India. And these aren't just people who settled here recently. This has actually been a multicultural and diverse city for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. Not only because of the trade that I mentioned earlier, because Jeddah was the center of so much trade internationally, but also because Jeddah was the gate to Mecca. So any pilgrims who wanted to do the pilgrimage to Mecca would have to first pass through Jeddah in order to go to Mecca. Mecca is only about an hour away from Jeddah, so it kind of makes sense. It's the nearest large city to Mecca. So for that reason, a lot of people who came here for the pilgrimage ended up staying here and intermarrying with the local Saudi Arabians. And so even more than Riyadh, Jeddah has a lot of international restaurants. So right now for dinner, we're gonna head to an Indonesian restaurant that's been recommended to us called Dindin. Dindin! All right, full disclosure, I've actually never really had Indonesian food before, so I have no expectations or anything like that. I like what they did here actually. A lot of the plates that they're serving dishes on look like, you know, banana leaves, which is, I'm assuming, how they would serve the food traditionally. So we've got a very brothy, strong smelling soup here. I don't really know what it is, but it also has some cabbage in it, looks like. Some cabbage and maybe carrot. But it's mostly broth. It's kind of salty, very good. And we also have this kind of sauce that they put on the side. And it smells spicy to me. Looks like it definitely has tomatoes in it. Okay, yeah. It's spicy. Oh, super spicy. And tomatoey. Oh.
Maybe you have to mix it with the thing.
You think?
Yeah.
You think I should mix it in the soup?
I think that's what it's for.
I liked the soup the way it was. Okay, if you put a little bit into the soup, it's perfect. Okay, صحن مشكل هذه. صحن مشكل. Looks really good. Shukran. I think this is the
dried meat.
Okay, this is the dindin.
Yeah.
The dindin meat. And oh, and this is a satay with the sauce. Okay. Okay, wow. I have never had any of this before. It's a lot. I don't know where to start. But let's start with this one, which is the sati or satay. And it came with this sauce, yeah. Some kind of brown sauce. Hopefully it's not as spicy as the other sauce, because I just lathered the satay in it. It's not spicy. This is so good. It's meat, and it has a nice caramelized marinade on the top of it. Kind of barbecue flavored too. Really good. I like this. Now we've got the shan dindin, or the dindin plate, which has this like dried meat. And it's kind of cold, which I wasn't expecting by looking at it. It also looks like it's covered in the same barbecue honey marinade that the other one was covered in. Okay, I don't like this one as much. I think maybe because it's cold. I'm not sure. But it's really crunchy, super dried, like a chip. It's a bit too barbecuey for me. Maybe that's why I don't like it.
There's a little bit of a chili flavor to it.
Yeah, it does kind of have a kick to it at the end. Yeah, that's true. All right, and now for the big boy, the mixed plate. So, looks like we've got some maybe potatoes over here. And potatoes with vegetables, some green beans, some salad, some maybe marinated meat, some fried meat or something. This
Yeah.
looks interesting. I don't know what this is. And a different type of marinated meat.
I think it's chicken.
Maybe chicken? Yeah. Let's try this. Mmm. It's good.
What's this?
This thing? Oh, I don't know. Some kind of ball. Oh, it's an egg.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting that. Look, it's an egg.
Yeah.
Interesting. The egg is good. It has like almost like a breaded topping or breaded crust around it.
I was like, what's this ball?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell that it was an egg.
I thought it was going to be some kind of pastry ball or something. I wasn't expecting an egg. And the meat over here. Oh, this is my favorite one. It's like a pulled beef or something like that. The marinade is mild, not super sweet. And then this thing, I don't know, it's kind of hollow on the inside. What is it? Is it a potato?
I think it's a potato, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's
Some kind of fried potato, maybe? Okay, that one's my favorite.
Is it the meat or that?
It's that. I'm a sucker for a good potato. All right, guys, that was just a taste of the city of Jeddah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're planning a trip to Saudi Arabia, definitely put Jeddah on your list. It's an awesome city. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more. And if you'd like to support my channel, you can donate to my Patreon right here. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.